We made a Chuck-E-Cheese true crime parody documentary.
And we showed it at a film festival.
This is how it went.
This is Written By. Dude, so this is the first film that we've made that we submitted to a festival. This is...
Yeah, like officially.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, like we did with Troubled Date, which is a short film we did last year. We took it to a film festival's bring a short film.
Yeah.
And we'll screen it kind of thing. But this was sick, man.
Yeah. It's something we want to do, or even we're pushing Troubled Date to some more festivals. But it's a realm of the film industry we haven't dabbled in up until this point. And
well, I think we don't care for people much.
See, that's part of it. We realized that to be successful in film, we got to be a little less antisocial.
Yeah, and a little surprisingly, and I think it's surprisingly, you're doing way better at it than me.
Yeah, so we really lucked out. We went to the Catfly Film Festival in Asheville, North Carolina, and I've attended a few film festivals as just an attendee without a film there, and the Catfly events have always been my favorite ones. It's my favorite film festival in the Southeast, and it was great having a film there because it was fun. There's a great group of people. And they're really great at programming. They fit our vibe really well. It's a bunch of off-kilter, weird. They like a lot of funny stuff there too. Yeah,
because they do different films for different nights. Yeah, and we were put in the category with kind of the weird stuff, which is where we belong.
Yeah. The film festival, they have a night they bill it as high budget. But it's like the more serious night. And then they have the weirdo night. And
that's the baller way.
That is easily the most fun.
I don't know how many people were there, but we were all drinking and watching these wild short films, chanting, having a blast, dude. It was so much fun. When Chuck-E-Cheese Strangler played, the one thing I was concerned about is oh gosh, what if they don't hear all the jokes? What if they don't? Because it's fast pace. Dude, they laughed at every punchline, and that felt wonderful because it was are we actually good at writing? It's whoa.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm realizing that we need to submit to festivals. You learn a lot more watching your film with an audience about how people respond to it, and we've done test screenings before, an audience of 10. And even that you tell a lot, but an audience that they're predisposed to the genre and type of stuff you do. Yeah. We really figured out kind of where our niche is and who we need to be making more stuff for.
Yeah. And plus it's showing to a big group of people, really helps you what do they say? It's like when you never realize how bad something is until you show it to someone and you're watching it with them and you're oh god, this is so embarrassing. When you're watching in front of a big group of people, it's you really scrutinize all of the little details and it helps figure out what makes a better film for the next time. But for the most part, we just upload our stuff online and we just for it feels like an imaginary number of people.
And that Catfly especially just kind of showed how much you could get out of making a thing, because the Chuck-E-Cheese Strangler was the first of our no budget written by shorts. I think we spent $100 total, and then I returned the polos, so that was so $70 back. And I kind of just pictured it as everything else is just a thing we'll throw on the internet, and that's just where it lives. But it turns out this whole group of people really likes it, and it's also a great tool to meet people because
they're all super talented and they want to make things too. And so now it's hopefully we can all make things together.
I've come to realize with festivals, there are two types of festivals. There's the industry festivals where actual big films premiere and big producers go, and you maybe have a shot at meeting one of them. or your film winning a big award.
And then there's the good ones.
Yeah. Then, well, the flip side of that is there are the festivals where it's a bunch of people around your level that are also in the weeds, creating really cool stuff and trying to be seen. And so each festival like has its purpose. You go to the big festivals to try to get something bought.
Right. Yeah. I was really surprised no one bought Chuck-E-Cheese Strangler.
Exactly. Yeah. Where is our streaming deal? We got.
Tubi!
Yeah. We could make 8 more episodes of that.
Dude, we probably could. Yeah.
But the creator focused festivals is like you meet some of the people that you might be making your films with for the next 10 years. So, and I definitely met people there that I really want to work with again. And the thing about applying to festivals is there are some festivals that are neither of those things. Industry people don't show up, but they also don't attract very creative people. And so those are the festivals you need to not waste your money on. What were some of your favorite films that you saw there? Because we met a lot of really creative people that were really fun to talk to, and they made some wild stuff. Like they made some really good looking stuff for like a fraction of the budget you would expect it would cost. Made some really serious emotional stuff, and then some of the most like zany, off the wall, weird comedy horror stuff. It was a pleasure to witness all of those films.
Yeah, dude, I had a blast. My favorite, I had 2 that were like by far my favorite films. One of them was one that we'd seen before at a different festival called Corpse Paint.
Oh man,
I don't know if it's available online.
Yeah, if these films are online, we'll link to them below. But,
dude, so funny. Love it every time I see it. The second one, there was a 48-hour film festival entry called Toast about a cult that worships toast. Oh, dude, they had the whole place going crazy, man.
Me and Alan Googled it right after the festival. We couldn't find it, but it was one of the craziest things there. It got one of the biggest reactions. I mean, apart from us, of course.
I know it definitely got a bigger reaction than us. But it's because we were all drunk in the back screaming toast. So it kind of helped the energy in the room.
Dude, we were there with Gunner. Gunner's the best person to watch movies with. Detective Crump in. One of my favorite things. If any of our audience saw Skate Away for the week it was online, one of the actors we worked with in that film, he has his own little...
Jeff.
Yeah, he has his like vertical web series he and some people are working on. They aren't released yet. But it's called Puzzle Friends.
They're so funny.
It is some of the best just improv comedy.
Online sketch I've ever seen, dude.
Yeah.
It's very like, it's in the same vein of like those like early Please Don't Destroy.
Yeah, and also like Gunner said it best. It felt like the original like It's Always Sunny pitch videos that they shot on camcorders to get the show sold.
And it's like, it doesn't matter how it, which I mean, Puzzle Friends looks great.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter how it looks because it's like, it's just fucking sharp, dude.
Yeah, and me and Gunner had everyone chanting Puzzle Friends. Yeah. Puzzle Friends. But yeah, Puzzle Friends. Since you weren't there this night, there were 2 really good films the first night. There was a film that had like an 8-minute fight scene with like 3 different people. Like it was like a 1v4, and this one guy beat up like 4 different people, and it was like very intricately choreographed, and it was one of those films that like looked way higher budget than it actually was. And
that's crazy. Isn't this available online?
I don't think this one is. It's still on its festival run.
Dang. This whole video is gonna be like, hey, we saw some really cool stuff. You don't get to watch it.
Yeah. This other film I'm looking up right now. I think it is online. This film called Perfect Words. It's by Anna Clary, and you can find it on her Instagram bio. But it's
a medieval knight one.
Yeah. The whole premise of it is a medieval knight gets shot, and she's trying to write her last letter to her lover before she passes away, and I love it so much because it takes the premise of like a comedy sketch. Like it feels like something we would start with, but then it takes it in a way different direction to where it is both like funny but also like emotional and existential all at the same time.
It's art.
Yeah, and it's only like 8 minutes too, which is crazy. But yeah, Catfly is just easily if you're in the Southeast, even if you don't have a film, you should go as a spectator. They do a Halloween event.
Yeah.
And I am really trying to get my next horror short, at least a rough cut of it before that. So
should be.
You guys might get to see an early cut of my next big short film. If you guys go to that.
I didn't write this one, so it'll probably be pretty good. So we say all of this to say, at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the year, we kind of had a plan for how we wanted this year to go. The past 3 years, we've done weekly episodes pretty much for the whole year, while we try to juggle making a big short film for the year, and we try different things. This year, our plan was we were going to focus on every other week for the Rival Pitches podcast episodes. We were going to produce other YouTube shows for the channel. And kind of like our main goal was to do a new short film every month. After going and seeing how much fun that was and realizing we kind of just want to put all of our time into making the short films, we're going to pull back a little bit on the weekly podcast episodes, as you've probably noticed by now.
Yeah, we didn't post anything for most of the month. And part of that was we were putting a lot of effort into the sun, which was fun. But also the Chuck-E-Cheese Strangler playing it at this festival just made us realize like how much more of a life these little projects could have, because we both kind of underestimated it as just a funny internet thing, and it's led to us making a lot of really valuable connections and making a lot of new friends, and we want to give all the other projects that we do that same amount of care so they could like live to their full potential as well. We appreciate what making things for online is.
I mean, we both have personal channels that we make things for consistently, and I think we wanted Written By to be something like that. But now I think we realize we just want to work on traditional film and making things at that level. So we're still going to be making things. We're still going to be posting a new short film every month. We'll have BTS videos. We're still going to do the Tubi Olympics and things that we're excited about and we like making. And we're just going to focus on the things we want to do instead of feeling like we have to do something.
Yeah. We'll feel out the podcast thing. We still love doing this, but this year we're focusing more on making movies than we are on talking about movies. But man, like this definitely, Catfly is like, each festival has its own unique personality, and Catfly very much fit that of Chuck-E-Cheese Strangler. Yeah. We're looking for other festivals that like kind of fit what we do, so we can kind of do this same thing over and over again. Yeah. But
hey, speaking of writing things, you wrote something and submitted it.
Oh man, yeah. I've talked about this on the podcast before, but I have a horror feature about a haunted refrigerator, and it goes a lot of very different directions than you might expect from that, but also some you would definitely expect from a haunted refrigerator.
Robert, it's pretty it's pretty spot on.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing I've written, and I'm back to trying to get it out there. One of the most inspiring things about Catfly was there was a group of people there that made their first feature. Mm-hmm. They made a feature for I think like 150,000 or something, and it's amazing. Again, it was honestly like loved the movie. It's like everything that we talk about wanting to do, because it's a lower budget movie that looks way more expensive than its budget. Me and Chase talk all the time. We're from South Carolina, and we don't see a lot of portrayals of the South that feel true to what we experience every day. And the movie's called A Song for Imogene. It will be out this fall, I believe. But Honeyhead Productions made it. And those people kind of have the same mission with the films that they do. Yeah. So getting to meet, and also like talking to those two women like throughout the festival, like really kind of made everything we're trying to do like seem feasible. Possible. So yeah. So I've like gotten back into like creating pitch documents and stuff for my feature, and the Austin Film Festival, which it's one of the biggest like screenplay focused festivals. Like they do films there too, but the screenplays there are a big deal. I had been eyeing this deadline for a little bit, but I pulled the plug and did a new draft of Haunted Fridge, submitted it to that. I originally thought the deadline was a month later. Me and Gunnar made this mistake. There are separate deadlines for the films and the screenplays. And so it turned out like, oops, I have a week to finish this. So it was a rough week, but
you did it.
We got it submitted.
It's a solid draft. I don't know why I said it like that. Yeah. It's a great film. I don't know why it's a draft. It was like, it's a good start, buddy. It's fantastic.
I mean, realistically though, there'll probably be 10 more drafts before you're seeing it as a movie. But yeah, it was cool because Austin is like the complete opposite end of the spectrum of what Catfly is. Like talking about the two different types of festivals. Like this is very much an industry festival. Like
yes.
Everybody that talks about like screenplay competitions and stuff say that pretty much there are only 3 to 5 screenplay competitions that are actually worth your submission fee.
Yeah.
It could actually like move the needle if you happen to win. And Austin is one of those. So I have no idea how this will fare. Cause again, it is like a weirder, like less conventional thing. But at the same time, like it's nice having that chance.
Yeah.
And I'll try my best to go to that festival too.
Yeah. Can't win the lottery if you don't play, dog.
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll try to go. Even if we gotta just like load up in a car and drive, we'll figure it out. Yeah. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. I don't know, man. We're making stuff, so
yeah. So expect more short films and BTS stuff. We aren't completely giving up on everything else though, and especially the Tubi Olympics. We have a great episode that is sitting on our hard drives. It's going to be out very soon. It is.
I like how we were like, we don't want to work. We want to watch Tubi Olympics, dude.
Dude, I can't hype up this Tubi Olympics episode enough. Like I watched the raw footage that's like twice as long as what the episode's going to end up as, and I have a blast with it.
Tubi Olympics is probably the greatest thing we've ever done. Yeah, and it's just a silly little show. Yeah,
and dude, my favorite thing about Catfly is I can't wait to get all those people down here and have them looking up Tubi movies. Yeah.
All right, thank you guys. Like the video.
Check out Into the Sun if you haven't yet. Yeah. I'll see you soon.
And the BTS video. I'm your biggest hater. I'm my biggest hater. I hate the way that I walk. I hate the way that I talk. I hate the way that I.